Hello there, I'm Presley, and today I will be going over my overall thoughts on episode 34 of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc. This episode covers the very last bit of chapter 635 all the way to 639. So overall, fairly decent amount for this episode. Now, the ending poem for this episode is another new one. It is from Kyoraku's perspective, and I think this is interesting, and once again, I will discuss my reasons on why I think this is interesting in a bit. So in this episode, we get a pretty big fight. We get Mayuri versus Panda, it's a pretty peculiar fight from the manga, honestly. I mean, the mad scientist fighting a sentient hand. Oh, excuse me, a giant sentient hand. And since it is the Soul King's left arm, which does control advancements, that makes sense because, Mayuri, he's a man of science. It's a very fitting fight, honestly. So, obviously we see Kenpachi charge in to try and take him on. Of course, Panda is able to manipulate the nerves in Kenpachi's arm, to twist it. So, Kenpachi just rips his own arm off. Standard behavior for Kenpachi in a fight. And he charges in again. Of course, since Pernada's ability does involve nerves, it's obviously a very dangerous and deadly one. Because of the sheer scope of what that can actually do, obviously. So, once Kenpachi's in a position where, his nerves are being controlled by Panda, Mayuri stabs him and, paralyzes him temporarily, numbing his nerves. Which, was the best idea in this situation. And then we get some back and forth of Panda and Mayuri fighting. Ultimately, we do get to see Mayuri unveil his new Bankai. And what I mean by that is, he's altered his Bankai and what it can do. And then, his Bankai then proceeds to give birth to a new version of Asi Shoji Jizo. I hope I said that right. But yeah, and I mean, yes, that is as weird as it sounds. It's Mayuri, that much is to be, it's obviously going to be as weird as it sounds. And basically, this new version has all of its nerves on the outside. Which, I mean, that's a horrifying concept to really think about for more than a few seconds. So basically, anything Panda does, the first layer of nerves will just peel off. And then, Mayuri's Bankai then proceeds to eat Panda. Once again, as strange as it sounds, but it's to be expected. It's to be expected. There are two specific things I want to bring up, though. One, going back to the Kyoraku thing from earlier, the next episode's title has the same name as the first chapter of Kyoraku's big fight from this arc, without spoiling what the fight really is, When is the friend fight and flashback going to happen? Because I am losing my mind trying to figure out where they're gonna place this now that they've rearranged it and they've moved it to somewhere else in terms of when we're gonna see it. Because without spoiling the friend fight and flashback, for anime-only enjoyers, essentially, we were supposed to get the friend flashback and fight before the Mayuri fight that we just had. And if we are going ahead and going into that Kyoraku stuff as well, it makes me wonder, when are we getting the friend fight and flashback? Well, I guess I'm going to end the review here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!